Wake up, fatty! Oh, hey.
Yeah, the empire's untouchable, or so the papers claim. They ban the prophet at the border, try to erase the name. Wireless signals cutting out, the sponsors flee the scene, but you can't cancel a vision from a digital machine. From the London streets to the palace gates, they try to lock the door. But the more you bury the voice, the more the people want the war. We're breaking ground in the arena tonight, between the vibranium and the northern light. The warriors and the citizens, we're standing toe to toe, shattering the echo chamber, watching the status quo go, go, go. The diplomat is pacing, got the world inside his grip. He's got a deadline for the ages, let the ultimatum slip. He says the civilization dies tonight at the stroke of 8. Is it a masterclass in chaos or a brush with final fade? Wake up, fatty! The snooze button is charred and broke. Oh, the world is breathing fire while you're staring at the smoke. We seek the glory in the fight. We seek the glory in the fight. Oh, we keep the tradition in the light. Digging through the lies. Oh, one layer at a time. The untouchable empire is committing the final crime. Wake up, wake up, wake up. The clock is ticking. 8 p.m. The ground is already gone. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Ooh.
The content presented on the following show is intended for satirical and educational purposes only. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by panelists and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of the host, production team, or channel. Additionally, any third-party content featured in this program is used in compliance with fair use under United States copyright law, which allows for commentary, criticism, news report, teaching, and research. Viewer discretion is advised, and we encourage independent thought and discussion.
Welcome to the Wake Up Fatty Show. Inside the untouchable empire.
Black people can't be racist. Prejudice, yes, but not racist. Racism describes a system of disadvantage based on race. Black people can't be racist since we don't stand to benefit from such a system.
Capital of any state in the South, and this whole march adds drama to this total front.
It is known in the black community that most, not all, but most black people are racist toward white Americans.
You say it's known. What do you mean? Where's your basis?
They have been brainwashed over the last 50 years or so to believe that America is a racist society and that white folks are trying to hold them back.
From Selma, Alabama. They told us we wouldn't get here. There were those who said that we would get here only over their dead bodies. All the world today knows that we are here, that we are standing before the forces of power in the state of Alabama, saying we ain't gonna let nobody turn us around.
He couldn't even speak the language, but he worked hard and he made a place for himself and his family. Now why can't you people do the same? My grandfather built this country, man!
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question to ask. So are white people. More white people, by the way. More white people.
It's time to do.
Friends, welcome to a second edition of the Breaking Ground show. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. Friends, some housekeeping, okay? Before we start, remember, we are trying to monetize the second show, the third channel, the white channel, politics channel, news channel. So in the middle of the show, we are going to close this stream and send everybody to the white channel. Okay. Other than that, we have some special shows tomorrow. Ugly Money. We're going to talk about Offset. Cardi B was right. Ugly Money is joining us. Me, Ilkan Ali, and the rest of the squad to talk about the situation. And Saturday, we have Saturday SmackDown. Ilkan Ali versus King Nini. They had a lot to say to each other during the week. So we are going to make sure they have 2 hours to debate each other. At the third hour, we're going to open the panel so y'all can challenge their views. Okay? So we're having a full week. This show is a little bit important right now. So we're going to stay with it. And I'm going to show you my guests today. First, I want to welcome back Miss Nora to the Untouchable Empire. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you. We have Taruz in the building. What's up, Taruz? How you doing? Thank you very much. The Powder Dusty, aka Flow State, in the building. The soccer coach, Skepki, she's in the building. Thank you very much for being here. The one and only Mr. Fantastic. Speak Easy is back. It's his birthday. Salute to him. And last but not least, Kamal is back too. Thank you very much, Kamal. I appreciate you. Friends, we have 2 more guests coming in. So I'm going to put the ladies first over here. It's not ladies first today, but we're going to have the ladies first. And I have a question for them as an icebreaker before we actually go to the meat and potatoes of the show. Who do you guys think has a worse social media print between Donald Trump and Kanye West? Like if one of them if y'all had to delete it, like say, you know what? This dude is so bad, we need to go ahead and we have to restart all this because he said too much. Which one would you pick? Kanye West or Donald Trump? Let's go with Nora and then Septi. And you guys can use ChatGPT and go ahead. What was the worst thing these 2 guys said so y'all can actually have a fair assessment? What do you think?
I think the worst is Kanye, just because he's putting the family business out there. He's attacking his ex-wife, the mother of his children. To me, he's worse. Because family is untouchable, I feel.
Damn, she said it. She said untouchable.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
You know what's the worst tweet he did? I don't know. I'm not going to spoil it. But you talk about family. Remember when he said that he sucked his cousin? Never mind.
What?
Skeptic. Between Trump and Mr. Kanye West, which one do you think has the worst social media print?
I will say Donald Trump, because he can negatively affect us as Americans. Like Kanye is wild in his own way. And yeah, I don't follow him, don't care to follow him. He is a musical genius. I will give him that. He's very good at producing music. As far as politics goes, I think he should stay out of it. But Donald Trump is the president of the United States, and I'm an American. being affected. I'm affected whenever he puts us in a war. I'm affected whenever he says that we're going to attack a country and then we go and attack them. That's military people that he's putting in harm's way. I'm affected when he says he wants to end a whole civilization. Like he's affecting the stock market. He's affecting prices. He's implying
with his social media.
When he talks about tariffs, when he talks about our allies, when he negatively affects
social media.
Yes, it is social media where he has posted this at. So yeah, he is negatively affecting me.
Vote.
Why women shouldn't vote?
You think the president is working through social media to make policies in the United States?
Do you think that what the president says
into war, it was used through social media?
Do you not think that what the president says, though? Do you not think that affects us as Americans? How's that delusional?
The latest tweet he was using as a political tool.
Because we didn't go to war. We didn't go to war because of a tweet that came from Trump.
Let me ask.
One second, friends. Speak easy. I know it's your birthday. Let him finish a little bit. Go ahead, Nora and Septic too, and then Speak Easy can reply to both of y'all.
I'm gonna give both of you guys this. I do believe he used his Twitter or his X tweet this week to put pressure on Iran. He was going to taco, guys. I don't believe he was going to blow them up. I think he was putting pressure on them. If you don't do what I want, we're going to destroy your 30,000-year-old civilization. So to Skeptic's point, I believe he used it, but to Speakeasy's point, he's just a deranged old man. And I like Trump. I voted for Trump, but I don't take his tweets seriously. I'm going to be honest with you.
So here's the thing about the fact that he's the president from America. When he has made tweets about, oh, you know what, we have been talking about coming to an agreement and ceasefire, the stock market literally reacts to what he's tweeting out. Whenever he tweeted out that he was going to attack them, the stock market literally is impacted by this. When he says he's going to tariff people, we saw people start ordering things before tariffs were implemented. Yes, I know it might blow your mind, but what the president puts out on social media does affect us as U.S. citizens. And if you don't think so, then you lack a little bit of complex thinking. You can't think complexly. That's exactly what I said, and I'm going more into what I said.
You said when the president sends us to war, that affects us. How did the president send us to war?
He ripped up the agreement that we had with Iran.
That's what I was addressing. What that threat he made in the tweet is a war strategy. We were already in the war at that time.
The war's not ended even now. The war still hasn't been ended.
It was showing the other side that you can be so irrational if they push you to that point.
And what did we get out of that?
Strategy in war.
Okay, and what did we get out of that? Yes, what have we gotten so far? The ceasefire, they literally just bombed. They bombed like a few hours after they claimed the ceasefire. Iran literally sent out missiles. There is no ceasefire.
Power move.
There is no ceasefire.
He hasn't even was right.
So for how many hours?
Did the Strait of Hormuz open or no?
Just to clarify, they announced it, but like I think it was 7 hours ago. Iran shot somebody else again. Like it kind of
right. But at first. The immediate reaction was okay. We'll open the Strait of Hormuz. We'll agree with the ceasefire. That's the immediate reaction. It looks like it worked.
So Easy agrees with her, though. Easy's agreeing with her. It's impactful what he puts out.
Right.
As a war strategy, when you're in war, you can't.
She's saying it's worse because people listen to it.
Show me the tweets where it started the war. That was the claim.
But her point was, you're missing her point. Her point was that
we get sent to war.
Was that people listen to the American president more than they listen to a music artist and a sneaker designer. That's absolutely true. You agreed with it in your example. If he's using it as a war strategy, he can certainly. I agree with her. I think that Trump's social media is worth specifically because of the market manipulation component. I view everything he did with the tariffs as market manipulation personally.
Okay, so again, when I addressed how do you get sent to war through tweets, is that how you think
the
system works?
Yeah, he's trying to straw man my statement.
How am I straw manning? Go rewind it. That's literally what you brought
because you're misconstruing the statement that I made.
That was one of your arguments. Don't get mad at me that you used that.
Leave that straw man alone.
You're misconstruing an argument. The question was, do you think whose social media do you think is more impactful? And I said Donald Trump.
That was the question. I thought the question was whose social media is worse.
Who has the worst footprint when it comes to social media? Meaning the worst comments, the worst. We verge into the importance because one is the president and one is Kanye. But if we actually had to focus on the impactful and the like the nastiest things that both of them said, like, do you think it's like a fair fight? Do you think Kanye, even as an artist, said way worse things than Trump? Like, which one would you lead first? Which one would you lead first? Because it's clearly worse than the other.
And I stand by that. Trump's is more impactful. I think Yee's is grimier, but you know, you can if you don't have the power, then the grime doesn't matter as much to me.
Yeah. So
are you guys missing the fact of what Trump was before he was ever a president? Somebody in the space like Kanye can become president. I don't know if you guys remember, he tried to do that already. Like, I don't know about this like level of impact once you have that title. Trump has had this impact that he has before he was ever president. Rappers used to rap about Trump money. Like, he was always
I think we're making an argument too early. I think we're making an argument too early. Hold on, I just shout
we're
everybody.
talking about what's worse. So tell me what just name one thing Trump has done worse than put out a song hailing Hitler. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm not on either side. I haven't given my answer yet, brother. I'm just saying that everybody got to get through give their point before we start arguing it. That's all I'm saying, for the sake of everybody getting to give their opinion. So my opinion would be Kanye. The reason for it is because Kanye's folded on things that he said. Right, he went back, and he's because he needs social media in order to get his impact out there, especially since they kind of banned him from on the music, right? So if you talk about Trump again, you can't say it's a bad thing when the strategy works, in my opinion. The president of the United States being able to use social media, right, to make the public aware. And if you are a wise trader and everyone knows about Taco, and everyone knows when Trump makes a tweet that is going to have an impact on the fucking market, and you don't take advantage, you must don't like money, right? So it's just TDS, You know what I mean? I'm not saying Trump is perfect by any means. Trump has said some wild shit, but him just being like as crazy as Kanye, and I'm a Kanye fan. You know what I mean? The reason Kanye, notice I don't call him Ye or Yeezus or none of that shit. I only know Kanye, right? So that's mine. I'll say Kanye.
Can I ask you a follow-up question? Fantastic.
Sure.
If we're talking about what works, right? Kanye is a billionaire. Kanye made $30 million just a couple of days ago doing some concerts in LA. He's going to tour Europe. Like, UK is a very particular space, but he's coming to.
They banned him.
They banned him in UK, but United Kingdom now is outside of the European Union, so it has nothing to do with the European Union. He has 2 concerts in Spain, 1 in Portugal, 3 in he's going to rack up.
Yeah,
if success is like what actually makes it say that okay, no matter what he did, success works. Isn't Kanye West actually even a bigger story of success than Trump because he wasn't born of billionaire dad?
It wouldn't be through his tweets though. So most of Kanye's West, all of his fame is strictly through his music, and then it will be the shoes and the clothing impact, right? So his tweets are very, very small percentage of what I think the biggest downfalls and the biggest hits he's taken in his career will be his tweets or his social media impact, actually.
So I'll say this and then you guys got it, right? Is Kanye West far ahead as his age than Donald Trump is?
Oh, by far.
Right?
I don't think Donald Trump just became a billionaire like right before he became president. He was in his 70s. Kanye was a billionaire before 40 or right at 40.
And that's what I wanted to bring. I'll actually agree with Speakeasy. If we're kind of look at this trajectory, Kanye West has everything to run for president in 20 years when he's a little bit older and less stupid. and all that. Like y'all are nodding your head, but
no, I think the problem is he's fucked himself with this like Hail Hitler type of shit that he's done. Right? Like this is gonna always be back. The left is always gonna be, look at this. Nah, he's at luck. Yeah, they're always gonna do it to him. It's always gonna happen.
If you can come back from I grab him by the pussy, marry the
that's not that bad, man.
Playboy, marry the Playboy woman.
That were like, I want him to grab me by the pussy when he said that.
Okay,
like,
so
come on, be realistic.
I'm not saying.
Come on, bro.
Actually, I was saying,
like you ain't never had chicks ask you to grab them by the pussy.
You know what?
I don't know what kind of women you got around you. I've never heard a woman say that.
You know what's funny?
Wow.
I'll pass the microphone, but I don't think Kanye was on the Epstein Island. Go ahead, Taruz. You Taruz, who is the worst of both of them?
If I had to remove one, which was the original question, it would absolutely be Donald Trump. Let me remind the entire panel and the audience that it was established in Donald Trump's first term that his tweets in the Truth Social post are official statements from the White House. The White House established that. So I want all of you guys to now imagine Donald Trump's tweet with the official stamp of the United States. As a matter of fact, I got a Truth Social pulled up right now that he just made. There are reports that Iran is charging fees to tankers going through the Hormuz Strait. They better not. And if they are, they better stop now. President Donald J. Trump. At the end of the day, Fatty, the reason why Donald Trump needs to have his removed is because he's the president of he's the leader of the free world. He is the president of the United States. And the president of the United States tweets like a pissed off teenager at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right. You expect that from a celebrity like Kanye. You do not expect that from an elected official.
Can I ask you a follow-up question? So do you agree on the first term when Twitter banned him? Like they literally banned him from social media. Do you agree? Give me a yes or no and why. And then before Kamal and Flow State answer the question, I want to see if anyone on the panel disagree with your opinion. So ban him. They banned him before Elon Musk. They banned him on the social media because he was tweeting like crazy. Like, do you agree with that, or you think that was a no?
I think that was a no because it made everything worse.
Damn. So you wouldn't do it if you were the owner of Twitter?
No.
Anyone disagrees with it?
If I was to remove it, it would be his. But in general, I wouldn't have. It just made everything worse.
Anyone disagrees with
the agree? I think no. I don't
what
think
he
anyone
just said
disagrees.
is not necessarily right. So what you're talking about is the fact, like, when the reason they said that they're gonna consider his tweets official statements is because he was blocking people, but because he was the president and also did tweets that were connected to some things he was doing as president, he wasn't allowed to block anybody under the First Amendment. That doesn't mean that it's an official statement. This was still argued in courts many times.
I'm sorry.
It can be considered that. It doesn't mean every tweet is an official statement.
Speakeasy, you just literally explained why it's an official statement. You explained why the White House said it's an official statement, because Donald Trump likes to run.
No, they're not former orders. They're not legally binding. Show me where that is.
You got it. Let it finish and you got it, Speakeasy. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tarus. Finish your point and then Speakeasy can rebut.
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh,
go ahead. You can finish and then he can rebuttal. It's fine. Tarus?
Oh, he has nothing else to say? So again, it's official statements. The president of the United States himself has said it are official statements. So guess what I'm going to treat them as? Official statements. Speakeasy can try to make up things and be like, well, this is what the president's trying.
If they tell you Trump's God, are you going to treat
we can't overtalk each other. Okay, it's not a debate.
Paused. I thought he was
it's fine. No, it's fine. People can breathe.
At the end of the day, they're official statements, and Donald Trump runs some of his policy, if not half his policy, through social media.
So if they told you that Trump was God, would you treat Trump as God too? Or?
No, but Donald Trump.
So then, what? Why would you say what you just said? You just said they told me it was an official statement, so I'm treating it as an official statement.
So they not only treat it as an official statement, sometimes they even put the tweets on the official statement. So I don't really know where you get this going from official statement to, well, if Trump said he was God, like what are you doing?
No, if you look at later legal filings from the administration, they're not legally binding and they're not formal orders. Go ahead, check it out yourself.
Y'all missing each other again, bro. So what
in the media, guess what? You can lie on them just like you can lie in public verbally.
Yeah, so speak easy, brother. You arguing another thing like you did with the skeptic earlier. So what Tarus is saying was put out by Donald Trump and the White House, brother. So I can understand from an opinionated standpoint, you may feel that way, and literally in a literal sense. But what he's saying, according to the president and according to the White House, they're official statements. Now, you do have a point. Anything and whatever he says, you can't sue Donald Trump for, whatever, and you can't take him to the Supreme Court for it and try. You're right. But what Tarus is saying is factual. Now, my take of this whole thing, even though, Fatty, what was the original question?
The original question was,
the Twitter thing. I got you.
Yeah, would you
take kicked off of Twitter?
Yes.
No, I think everyone agrees with that. They shouldn't have been kicked off, because if you don't get kicked off of Twitter, there is no Truth Social, right? So, and the fact of the matter that it was so egregious to motherfucking delete the president of the United States official motherfucking account when that literally was an official account. And I think this is why he acts this way, because of the Twitter fallout. Then we come to find out
they kept Hamas Twitter up. You see what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
No, yeah. So then,
is it a private
company? Then it came out. I think it was Jack Posobiec, who it was, who owned it at the time, came out and pretty much told that he was being, pretty much undermined and forced and all these things by the fucking FBI and all these other motherfuckers to, to do the shit that he did. So yeah.
You guys can talk, friends, when I put myself on the big screen. It's fine. Anyone disagrees that he should actually, it was okay for him to be removed of X?
Of course. Why does anyone here get to say what a private company owner gets to do with their private company? The fuck is?
Let me actually expand on this, and I didn't forget about Kamal, and I think he was Kamal and Fantastic actually leaving their take about the first question. Anybody on social media that you are you are okay with, nah, this guy has to go. Sorry. Anyone, any comment? Like, for example, we have the guy from InfoWars, Alex Jones, when he was doing the Sandy Hook situation, right? He was removed after that. Like, is there anyone, any person that you like, you know what? It's okay to remove you from whatever platform it is because your speech actually goes against what we stand for. Like, anybody?
We have to remember, guys, I know it's kind of dicey, especially in America, because we got laws like libel laws and defamation, things like that. So for your example, Fatty, the president, while their official statements, again, talking to the media, official statements or not, is fine. It's normal. You could say whatever. The difference is, like your example, we'll go to Alex Jones. Alex Jones not only was talking about Sandy Hook being a hoax, he had people out here calling the parents, harassing them, sending threats and everything. So there was a clear line that was, and he wanted stop. Even after requested to stop, he wanted stop. So he knew what was happening and he wanted stop.
So what is the difference?
Fatty, the president of the United States, I know sometimes, Fatty, you want to have a base standard for everybody, but again, we're talking about the president of the United States here, a world leader. It's dicey, man.
Sure, but there's a point, right? So if Donald Trump's saying they're eating cats and they're sending the worst of them, and like kind of like inflammatory, like isn't he indirectly arming people, incentivizing people to actually?
Those were both true statements.
Yeah, but I just want to check the logic, right? If this person is causing the national anger towards certain groups that might arm them by harassment, doing all that. Imagine that I'm talking shit about Mexicans all the time. So now there's a sentiment even when ICE is hyper aggressive because they think they can, because I'm voicing them. Other people are echoing what I'm saying. There's clearly on the United States right now, they're not even, they're not going, they don't deserve due process because they're not even citizens. So I don't give a fuck. This is about us, not like I said. I'm saying if I am taking, if my comments are making all of these people be looked like subhuman or below the level of standard that you usually have, like, wouldn't that be fair to use the same metric and say, no, he has to go too? Because he kind of hurting people too. Like, would that be fair?
I feel like it's a slippery slope, like how much you want to give the government or like private, like you are a private company. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day, right? You can even ask somebody to leave your establishment if you don't want to serve that person. You are at your free will as a private company to say, I don't want to serve you because X and Y. So I do think like, but the speech, when it comes to like telling someone what they can and cannot say as Americans, if you value the Constitution and freedom of speech, you don't want anyone to be stepping in and kind of, that was the whole argument with like the conservative movement, which is crazy because then you see whenever Charlie Kirk died that they started literally took away rights from people and would not allow people to say anything. Like it was like you could not say anything, and if you did, they needed to dox you and cancel you, cancel your show. So I think like it's a slippery slope when you start telling people how they cannot speak. And as Americans, I think we value that a lot. We value our freedoms, and we don't want people to start restricting that.
So y'all have no one like on top of your head that you would take their microphone and says, "Nah, bro, go home."
No one, because once you start that, to Skeptic's point, it's going to happen on your side. So I agree with Skeptic because I denounced when they were doing it when Charlie Kirk died, rest in peace. But I did say we shouldn't do that because when something happens on the left side and we're making our conservative content, I wouldn't want anyone to be canceled. So I agree with Skeptic on that.
So when you say this, are you guys strictly, I just want to know, because the freedom of speech is expression and everything too. I just want to know, you're strictly speaking like vocal speech, right? That's all you're talking about?
Well, no, well, typed also. We talking about social media and tweets, so
right,
like, posts.
Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes with like, technology,
you're just strictly talking about your words. You're not talking about like expression and stuff like this.
Yeah, the words.
Well, not in this. It would be included, but no, yeah, we're focusing on that now. But I agree with expression also. So yeah.
So like, you don't think like certain ideologies that like are spreading like a really like dangerous narrative in your culture should be banned? You should say we should just allow that.
No, well, no. That's where we get to what's. I think that's different, right?
No, it's not. It's not, right?
Well, no. Now you're getting into strategy. So hold up. Now you're getting into strategy, right? So we want to go back to like McCarthyism and attacking communists, right? So yeah, you have the right to say what you want to say, but then I can charge you for sedition or treason. So if I can legally put it within a guise to get you on something,
so then you don't want no consequences for it. You want to be able to punish certain speech, right? For instance, you don't want to allow adults to talk sexually to children, right?
I think that's illegal. That is illegal.
Of course, it's illegal. I'm asking you: do you think we should be allowed to do it? We're talking about should here,
bro. You too jumpy and jittery for one, fam. So
I'm too jumpy and jittery. Listen, I'm sorry I don't sit around and smoke weed and just be fucking lazy all day. I'm sorry I have some energy. Just can you like
who does that?
Turn it up a little bit? How about you get some more energy and instead of telling me to turn it down, you turn it up, bro?
Who does that? Who does that?
Turn it up, bro. You sound like you
don't have to turn up anything.
Get on with it, dog. Get it out.
I ain't got to rush through shit.
You soft as fuck, bro. Crying because I'm fucking too energetic.
I'm not crying about anything.
Like, this is crazy.
I'm not crying. You
So
bro,
then get to the point.
You done lost before the shit even started.
Get to the point. You remember the point?
Listen, bro. You done took L's on every fucking thing you said, bro. You done took L's. Skeptic whooped your ass. Skeptic whooped your ass. Teruse whooped your ass. I don't even know why you're here. Why are you here?
Hey,
You
one
don't even
second, please.
remember.
1 second, please. Fantastic. Lower your microphone a little bit. And
Well, no, I'm
no,
gonna
no, 1
drown this.
second. I know. Speak easy. No interruptions. I'll leave you the chance to reply, so it doesn't. It's like it's bad for business. Go ahead, Mr. Fantastic, and Speak Easy can go after he's finished and interrupted. Go ahead.
Yeah, again, man. So we got a wannabe smart guy up here that's jittery off. I guess it's his birthday, so he's on some uppers or whatever. I don't know, some type of motherfucking what's the name. I don't smoke weed, never smoked weed, brother. I'm drug free, been drug free 42 years of my life, brother. Again, quite accomplished too, by the way. So yeah, man. Listen, and I'm a you like a little fella to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you still shocking bagash, right? That's why you need all that extra shit because you're an uninterested man without it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you probably would cry in my presence. But anyway, we can get off that, man. It's too easy. So what I'm gonna say is this, bro. You're trying to make points, but you're not being coherent in anything that you're saying. So of course, there is no free speech where you completely and can totally say any and everything you want to say. That's why we have laws. So you're trying to make an argument that's fucking just not an argument. Unless everybody can say whatever the fuck they want at any fucking point in time, there is no free speech. That's the fucking argument you're trying to make. Otherwise, you have no fucking argument, bro. It's some things that are within law you just cannot fucking say. But the fucking spirit of free speech is, for the most part, if it's not breaking the law, you can say it. I'm done.
Speak easy and interrupted, please.
Yeah, so can you, again, this is what I was talking about. We have laws against things that are just your speech because we don't allow you to just say whatever you want. So banning ideologies from being able to speak these ideologies wouldn't be against the First Amendment. We do it all the time. You can't give true threats. Fraud is done by speech. Child exploitation, like I was just talking about, defamation, obscenity, all these things are against the law. That has to do with your speech. So, like, I'm sorry you don't understand the First Amendment and you're going into this, well, it already is illegal, because you don't know we're talking about shoulds here. But let me explain to you, Mr. Smart Guy. Should is how it should be, rather, regardless of what it is right now. We're not talking about what it is right now. So keep up with the conversation. Mr.
So
I don't smoke weed.
All you did was repeat everything that I already said. So
no, I didn't repeat anything you
did.
said. See
You
what I
literally
mean?
did,
You're
bro.
just not equipped
You
for this
literally did.
conversation.
I walked all of that down.
Why'd you even
all you did was
You're not
put a
equipped for
should
this conversation,
I
my
already
guy.
covered. So all the shit I covered, and I said, hey, because of legal reasons, you can do this, this, and this. Then you repeat what the fuck I already said, man. Hey, man, this is
let
sweet,
me
man.
get Kamal over here, right? Because I understand exactly what y'all saying. Y'all don't want to open a precedent, and y'all as serious adults, y'all want to be consistent. Y'all don't want to open the Pandora box. You put the law in to forbid this speech, and now everybody can be silenced, because if you silence one person because of their opinion, you do it to everybody because the precedent happened. But as I start to become older, when you are like, oh, democracy, and then you're like, yeah, the dumb kids at the end of the class, they shouldn't raise their hand and talk. Just let them read, right? Kamal, do you think that in any way, shape, or form, for example, in Europe, we have hate speech laws, because they kind of are very careful what happened after the Second World War with the Nazis, so they don't want nobody going around and kind of doing the same things that happened 80 years ago. Like, is there any place that you feel that censoring speech is actually something that we should do regardless, just because he's hurtful enough or is going to cause trouble enough? Like, is any situation?
Hell yeah! When
oh man, hey,
hey,
my bad. It was not me. My bad. It was me by mistake. Go ahead.
That shit need to be censored. You feel me? Hey, Fatty, ask me the original question though.
I'll go back to the original question. Yeah. I just want to make sure if you have.
I couldn't hear you. Can you say what you said? Because when you made that, say what you just said. I couldn't hear him. Sorry.
I said that motherfuckers that be talking about sexual activities with kids need to be censored and they ass whipped. All right. Yeah, there needs to be some censorship. I'm down with that.
Oh, so what about people that are talking about bombing kids?
Bombing kids?
Yeah, like if you're putting the kids as this is bad, of course it's bad. What about the people that are like, oh, The United States bombed a school full of girls. Fuck them girls. Yeah, bomb the shit out of them. Like, what about this? This is, in my opinion, like, would you censor that type of speech too? Is like kids, the line would you cross across the board?
Yeah, but I'll shut them the fuck up immediately.
Oh,
what
shit.
about an ideology that says it's
Not with
okay
the
to
kids.
marry kids? Would you want to block this ideology?
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
1000%.
Hey, let's fucking go. This guy's based. I like him. So
if
we
you
need to stop Muslims from being allowed to have their ideology in our country, right?
So for
Thank
And
you.
Mormons.
Hit
Don't
it.
forget Mormons
Hit
too.
it right here. Hit it
And
right here.
there's a
Come on.
large
So
sect of Mormons in Utah.
Well, damn, what about all the West Virginians?
Let's stay logically consistent now. Let's stay logically
Yeah, fuck
consistent.
Mormons too. Get them out of here.
What about the West Virginians? What about them?
the
They just not a
hillbillies, right?
religion. That's just a cultural thing or regional. What about the West Virginians?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Time out. Before y'all start arguing and shit, let me answer fatty questions real quick.
Yes, go.
Give me the other question. You
Go
feel
ahead.
me?
And I was very curious about, like, because there's a lot of strange laws of consent around the world. I wonder if Twitter has to be guided by US standards or by their standard. But we're going to leave this conversation for a second, right? Come on. Both of them, Trump, Kanye, which one has the worst social footprint on social media? Which one would you remove, like, on a completely?
All right. So first of all, fuck both of their social medias.
Damn.
Second of all, who would I remove? It gotta be Kanye. I think his social media fucked up his career. All that bullshit he tweeting and stuff, I think it messed up with his music, to be honest. And I'm a huge Kanye fan.
Hey,
Just
come
like
on.
Mr. Fantastic. You
Come
feel
on.
me?
Are you going to lie to me?
What I'm gonna lie about?
Dun, dun, dun. Is that catchy or not? Don't say you like it. The music itself. Let's imagine that we change the lyrics. That is a bad structure of music, because Kanye is a producer, kind of, right? Is that song, if you put that song on the charts with a different chorus, do you think that song is highly received by people as, Kanye on to something again?
Fatty, sing the chorus, bro. I want to hear it. With some lyrics too.
Hey, I know what you're doing. You're doing that skit. Oh, you want to say the N-word? Say it. I'll say it with you. No. I know what you're doing. Nah. Hey, I'm not going to get canceled. I'm trying to be great in the social media. I don't want to be on Rumble tomorrow. But once again, I wouldn't say it because remember, I live in Europe.
Yeah.
It's very different over here. The same way, if you say the N-word over here, kind of nobody gives a fuck about that. The mustache man in Europe is a no anywhere you go. You go in with, like, remember when the Tiki Torch dude, you will not replace us. You do that shit in Europe and you get fucked up. Like, literally, these guys from they will literally go out of their way to actually fuck you up. So I have when they say cultural differences, I don't see it as the same way as y'all. Here is a consensus that this shit shouldn't be said on the United States because your history is a little bit different than us and the type of connotations. Y'all wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it and I wouldn't sing it, but I would not say that I didn't hear it once or twice in the comfort of my house with the windows closed with nobody around. I'm a coward. Sorry. I'm not hearing that shit. I'm not blessing that shit on the gym or the swimming pool. I know better, right? So
yeah,
does that show a little bit of inconsistency on my part?
It might a little bit.
That can be pushy.
It might a little bit. I want to ask the panel something though, real quick though.
Go ahead.
How many of y'all were into politics before Donald Trump?
I was a Bernie bro. 2014 or 15, something like that.
Since I was mad young, my grandpa got me into it. So he used to talk to me about stuff I had no clue mattered, no clue who anyone he was talking about was, but I loved it. So
the reason why I'm asking this is because for me, I was kind of into politics, but once I started seeing Donald Trump's and his tweets and shit, I really got into politics. Now, was his tweets good or bad? That's up for y'all to judge. I thought the motherfucker was hilarious. All right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would personally get rid of Kanye social media compared to Donald Trump media. And let's be real, bro. If you into the stock market,
why would you do
Donald
that?
Trump is helping your ass out tremendously. I don't care what nobody say.
Why would you get rid of his versus Trump's?
I just said it because Kanye West, I feel his social media fucked up his music career.
But he didn't. Hey, come on.
It did.
Come on. This man, come on. 1 second. This man is filling up stadiums back to back to back to back. Coming Europe doing 3 days in the same city.
Debts that he owes. You know how much money he owes in debts?
Wait. Hold on.
You know, like, do you understand who he was married to? Like, what do you mean?
I got you, John.
This whole life, bro.
Already. Look. He just made $33 million off 2 shows.
Yes.
Who the fuck got $33 million in their pocket up here right now? None of us combined.
What's that have to do with anything?
Monopoly money.
Is that the only thing you measure success off? Is like the monetary gain?
One mic, friends. One mic. Let him finish.
I said it. Let me talk to him. How did it ruin his music career, though?
I didn't say it ruined it. I said it fucked it up.
We talked it.
This is my
okay. How did it fuck up?
Hey, Sean, 1 second. Just for clarification, music career or quality of music?
No, career, fatty.
No, I just to make sure. No, 1 second, friends. It's just a clarification so they can actually engage, right? You think his career got damaged, or you think his music started to be trash?
Fatty, no, listen, y'all, bro. This is trackable. This is trackable. Kanye lost all of his money and did the shit not only with music, with the Adidas deal. All of that was directly. Thank you. Y'all just thank you. All of it, literally. He tells you this. Listen, this came out of Kanye's mouth. Okay, that Hitler shit and whatever, so on and so forth, bro. Is where he just started going even crazier. Kanye said he lost. He went from being a fucking billionaire back to a fucking millionaire because he had the shit. All of that was social media, bro. Y'all are saying y'all
all
now.
of that was mental health. Fantastic.
Huh?
It was mental health. It wasn't social media.
Yes, it was. He was tweeting.
If he didn't have social media, we wouldn't know about his mental health.
Yeah, that's how we. Social media is how we find out that he was crazy.
Hold on, y'all speed.
I got you, Nara. Don't worry.
How did it? How did it affect his music career adversely? Can he still go to a stadium tour and pack out stadiums?
He's banned. He can't go to. He can't tour around the world. He's banned. That's the whole big.
Yes, he can. Yes, yes. 1 second, friends. Yes, he can. He was only banned on the United Kingdom because the United Kingdom has a particular stipulation that says we can do an unanimous decision and ban somebody from the country if he's bad for the well. Yeah, but he's but Kanye. Hey, friends, just 1 second, friends. 1 second, friends. It's just to clarify. Kanye West right now has, I think, 23 dates in Europe, including Germany, and Germany is literally the place where they shit up. He can go almost anywhere.
Yeah, but Fatty, what we're saying is the fact that he can't go even to the one place is going to be one of the most wealthiest fucking places for him to go in Europe. If not, it is because of the tweets, bro.
But it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
That's not
Fatty,
irrelevant.
Not irrelevant. That's blocked money.
No. Fantastic. Joel Embiid can't, like, he never. I think he's 9 seasons that he never played in Denver because he's ducking Jokic. If he can play in Denver or go to Denver, but he plays on the other 28 arenas and he makes money over money just because I block one venue or I kind of say you never play over there. Like, how is that relevant? Like Sean Antonio saying, for the big scheme of things, where he goes to LA. Let's imagine that he can only go to Vegas, right? There's some people in Vegas that have Vegas residency that literally stay there the whole year, and the tourists come in and they pack the arena and they do it week after week after week after week after week. How would Kanye not be able to do that, meaning that he probably is one of the biggest artists and social media presence in the planet? Like, how would this?
That's not an argument being made, bro. Y'all reaching it on Mr. Fantastic.
There's plenty of reasons, right? Kanye has repeatedly gave himself gang affiliations in his songs. First off, that's already given him enemies.
Bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. I'm gonna cry every time you say something while I'm talking, but I'll interrupt every time you talk. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yes, you and your painted beard. Hold it up for a second, bro, man. Relax, bro.
Come on, man.
Let's
Let's
get.
go
Wait a
fix
minute. Hold
your
on. Let's
beard
get
paint
Sean.
is
Tell me
smearing out a bit,
one gang reference he made. Tell me one gang reference.
Go ahead,
Oh
go ahead.
my
Answer that.
gosh.
Speak easy.
Tell me one
No,
gang reference.
I'll go
I
back to you,
I
Kamal.
like how you cry about Kamal me asking you.
Kamal, I'll go back to you. I promise. I got you.
And then do the same things, man. Holy shit. This is
hey, that's a different black guy, by the way.
Tell me one
Hey,
gang
hold on,
reference
Sean.
he
Let me say
made.
this, Sean, just real quick.
Tell me
Let me say this real quick, Sean.
Fantastic.
Oh my God, this guy just cries.
No.
Let him answer. Let him answer.
Shut the fuck up for 2 minutes.
What is the goddamn gang reference he made?
Okay, can you let me finish what I was saying, and then I can answer.
Go ahead and interrupt it, and then Fantastic and Sean can correct it. I have to go back to Kamal and
Can I do
Nora.
that?
Kamal and Nora, please make some notes. I promise I got you, okay? Don't forget what you're saying.
Can I?
And interrupt it. Then Sean and Fantastic. Go ahead.
Are you good? All right. So he's made references to gang affiliations. He's made these songs about Hail Hitler. He's made songs targeting all different types of groups. So that alone makes him a target to violence itself. All right. He's fucked up sponsorship deals for himself. He's fucked up radio play. He's fucked up streaming platforms, because that's how it works. They have control of who's at the top of the list. He's fucked up many things for his music career. 33 million. How much do you think a Kanye West bills are every month? Mister, he made 33 million. What do you think that is compared to what he pays every month in bills?
You know, the worst thing you be called in Chicago, bro, is a goofy. He was a goofy. So look, he said,
yeah. Oh my God. Oh no, you hurt my feelings, bro. And you look like you need to fix your paint on your beard. Can you just get to the fucking answer?
Tell me the gang reference, though. Tell me what he said.
The Gangster's Disciples. Tell me he has never ever referenced the Gangster's Disciples in his music. Go ahead. Say that. Say it.
Referencing Gangster Disciples.
Okay, then shut the fuck up and move to your next question.
Tell me what he said about referencing.
That's saying that you have Gangster's Disciples on call is it's referencing gang affiliation, stupid.
Gangster's Disciples. You a goofball. All right, man.
Yeah, but I don't know what
like this dude is like. I don't know what else to do with you, bro. I don't know what else to do with you. You just like go, oh, you a goofy. You don't have arguments. This brain of yours is very small. Clearly,
it's a different black guy now. It's a different black guy.
And by the way,
I know. I was talking to the other one. Retard.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke, man.
Your braids are tight.
It was funny. No, it was funny. I can't be funny.
Now who's crying?
Go loosen up your braids.
Oh man, can I do this now?
Yeah.
Can I do this, little guy? Little guy, don't get mad, man. Don't get mad.
Go ahead, Fantastic.
Oh my
God,
bro.
You mad, bro?
It's always these guys that's bad bitches in real life. Don't go about the little guy shit, Mr. Tough Guy.
Man,
get to your arguments. See how you guys have no arguments to anything I say?
I love cowards, bro.
All you is just goofball, little guy.
I love cowards, man. I love cowards, bro. I love cowards. Yeah, cowards, bro.
Cousins or something?
Cowards, dog. Cowards. Cowards, bro.
Goofy ass.
Yeah, coward is.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Hey, and be quiet as fucking person, Sean. Let's say a word.
Hey, Izo.
I'll fly you to me, dog. About
no, send me the ticket.
How about that?
Send me the ticket.
Cops. That boys, what you gon'? When nothing come for you.
You muted, fatty. Had that whole ass nigga send me the ticket.
Hey, right now, this is Canadians and Americans. This is going to be in jail for a while. Okay, I don't want y'all to be arrested in
so he did it when he know he's safe.
Well, no, fantastic. First of all, lower your microphone, and then please rebuttal these arguments.
Don't worry.
Please.
When I'm in America, I'm an hour away from Chicago.
Nobody's fighting. Y'all not fighting.
I go to America all the time.
Friends,
he's an e-thug now.
No, friends. The show.
I'm an e-thug, even though he's the one that challenged me.
No more threats, please.
Yeah,
Please.
okay. White knight. All right.
We
I just want to tell Dusty that white knight ain't gonna make the black people like you, Dusty.
We
Just
talk
tell
about
me.
wait, friends. We talk about this before the show. Y'all told it was going to be okay. So let's go ahead and let's go back to the show, okay? And once again, thank you very much to the 300 people watching. We need 200 likes. Please like the videos. The like are for free. Okay, I'll read the super chat in a second. Fantastic.
So
rebuttal this point, and then I need Nora and Kamal. Okay.
I got you. So the only problem with that horrible ass argument and logic, bro, is there are plenty of fucking actual gang members that's been to the UK. It's actually put people that are fucking Snoop Dogg. How long Snoop Dogg been to the fucking? How many times he been there? The Crip of all Crips. So again, this nigga, he's 0-10 now, 0 in infinity. Get this lame ass motherfucker out of here.
What did that have to do with my argument?
Is a debater?
Mr. Fantastic, tell me my argument, stupid. Tell me my argument. Go ahead.
Your argument is him being gang affiliated is grounds for him to not be allowed in the country.
Yeah, you're an idiot. You're an actual idiot.
Now
never made any argument for anything about being allowed in the country, you retard.
Speakeasy, make your argument again. Speakeasy, make your argument
about who's made a worse impact, and you asked how did his social media affect his music career? You fucking moron. Do you keep up? You want to keep up? Instead of like being offended because I look like the dude that stole your bitch, instead of that, right? Can you just like get to the fucking?
Oh man, friends.
Bro,
I love how you Fatty. Are you gonna always stop me when I say something?
No, nobody. Hey, friends, one second, friends.
Soft as fuck. Are we women?
Friends, friends.
Come on.
I'm talking about me. Hey, friends. You know it's funny.
Shut up, fucking Dusty Nose.
I know it's my show. Shut up,
Sarah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Friends. Friends. Hey, 1 second, friends. I'm making it personal, and then this goes to shit. I will say this, right? It's my fault. I take accountability, okay? I should have better ends to, but I can. Let's resume the conversation, and I'll put Kamal and Nora over here because I don't want other people with suits calling my panels messy because I can control y'all, okay? I will say this. I'll just say this before y'all go. Friends, I can make a lot of money of y'all going at each other. I'm trying. If y'all want to keep going, I will take this shit from the white channel that's supposed to be serious and political and news and put it on the motherfucking Team Fatty, and everybody knows what it is. So I will ask you once again, it's the last time, let's please not get into the one-on-one personal shit, because if we do, I'll let y'all rock, and then we see where we put the video on. Kamal, please finish your point, and then I want Nora to say what she wanted to say.
Now, I think my point was finished. I actually wanted to hear what Sean Antonio, what his answer was.
Okay, let me just add something real quick. I just want to say my point real quick about how the progression of how his social media has affected him. So in 2020, you guys can look this up. He was worth $1.3 billion. He's currently only worth $400 million. I think we need to remind everyone in 2022, the DEFCON 3 on J people. He said that he was going to go DEFCON 3 on J people. Now, we're in a time now where people are saying whatever about J people. And I denounce it. I don't like it. But back in the day, you couldn't say those things. Now, I don't think the tweet would land as hard as it does currently, but he was the first to do that. And his net worth has clearly dropped in half. And to your point, yes, he's banned in one country, but who's to say Germany's not going to say, you know what? UK just banned him. Let's not bring him here. Who's to say that Jewish people are very powerful around the world. Who's to say that they're not going to call up Germany and say, hey, we don't want him here. I thought you guys know you don't say that H word. Why are you platforming this anti-Semite? So yes, I think it's very clear that his social media has destroyed his career.
So a follow-up question will be, the United States, I don't understand y'all understand the difference between prices between the United States and the rest of the world, right? Americans actually make a bag touring on the United States because Lakers ticket is $400. Real Madrid ticket is $100 at the best tickets probably, right? If, for example, we have WWE coming in Portugal in 2 weeks, the tickets are $60. I can have a front row ticket for $500, literally in front of the ring. Economies are different. Like what stops Kanye West from just staying on the United States? Matter of fact, motherfucker was literally in Mexico a month ago with 70,000 people in a stadium. We know the countries from America Latina don't give a fuck about that shit. You know, we go to Africa, they don't give a fuck about that shit. If he goes to Nigeria, if he goes to South Africa, if he goes to China, these people don't care. Like, so again, I understand your point and fantastic point, but like, what is stopping? Like, is it nothing stopping? See what I'm saying, Nora? Like, nothing stopping. Okay, you can play, you can have a Ferrari, but you can have a Lamborghini, a Bentley.
So why doesn't he have any shows coming up in the U.S.? He was only allowed to do it in California.
Because he's doing an European tour starting right now.
But you just said that Europe has cheaper tickets, so you said U.S. tickets are higher.
No, it's because he can do stadiums. So Europe has a culture of soccer, right? For y'all, you have very few venues that actually are 50,000. Like Europe has 70 of those because we like soccer and that's what we play. And you don't play in front of 20,000 people like the NBA. You play in front of 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. So when it comes to Europe, he actually gets the money back because there's more stadiums for him to actually go in it. So it's kind of a easy mathematics to do. Do you think if Kanye can never put a foot, let's go with Germany, let's go with France, let's go with England, like, do you think that is going toward his pocket in a massive way, or he just goes to a place where he's liked and he's loved and we move along?
You're asking me?
Yes.
I think the whole world loves Kanye West. And I think after he started putting his foot down and really standing his ground and exposing a lot of things, people loved him even more. However, the only reason why he's able to do this tour is because he's now apologized for some of the things he revealed and said. Had he not apologized, he wouldn't be doing this tour.
Question for Tarus and for the people on hey, Flow State, talk to me, man.
Sir.
Should Kanye be banned by saying those things about Jewish people? No. If you are, I know you're kind of more libertarian type of person, but like what is the line? Like, do you think he should be banned or not?
I think that the best way to deal with dangerous ideologies or perspective is to let them be aired out. Actually, roaches scatter when you hit the lights. So I'm all for people with crazy ideas outing themselves in public as the people with the crazy ideas. I agree in censorship at the very least. The example was brought up earlier about sexualizing a child. I view that as an action. The courts view that as an action. And so I think that it's a gray area, but at some point, words no longer become expressions and ideas. They become implementing actions. And I think that once you start to implement a harmful action, like yelling the B word in a movie theater or sexualizing, whoever shouldn't be sexualized, at that point, you're taking action and it's not a freedom of speech issue anymore.
So can you answer the follow-up question I asked Kamal? What about if I'm saying, yeah, we did well by bombing those kids over there. I'll do it again. Right? It's still arming kids. Like, do you think that should be censored, or you have protections for that type of speech?
Who said that? Is that a Trump thing, or are you just saying you're
they are saying that by mistake, allegedly, Israel bombed with the missile that was bought from the United States a school that I think 100 and something kids died, right? And some people, especially on Twitter, because Twitter is a Wild West, said, fuck them kids. It is what it is, right? It's a casualty of war, right?
Yeah.
Should those people get their social media removed, or you still wanted the speech to be protected because it's a different type of doing bad to kids?
I think that their speech should still be protected, not necessarily because I empathize with their situation, but because I think that the rest of us benefit from knowing who's who and what's what. When you asked that question, there was a second part on it. You said, and I'm going to do it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I think that would be the catch right there. If a celebration of an event that happened turns into mobilizing for the next one, right? Now we've got an action being implemented. So, but I think that I support people being able to air out their wild views, no matter how egregious they are.
Tarus?
Yeah, I agree. Again, the laws support that too. It's all about intention and whether that intention does lead to actions. Overall, again, here in America specifically, no, but we're not in the business of telling. We shouldn't be in the business of telling other countries how they're supposed to react. I know when I was stationed in Germany for 5 years, Fatty, they just don't do that Hitler stuff, bro. They don't do none of that.
They are the worst. You're probably going to jail there.
Yeah, you go.
You're going to jail. Yes,
They don't play around with none of that crap. At the end of the day, that's Germany's rules, right? And at the end of the day, that's UK's rules. Just when it comes to here and our freedom of speech, nah, you shouldn't be banned for that.
So I have a question for Skeptic and Mr. Fantastic, real quick. If Kanye is bad because he's pushing harmful rhetoric towards Jewish people, why shouldn't 50 Cent be banned for pushing harm to other black people by saying, I will shoot you, I will do this? Like, if we're talking about, we're going to ban a specific artist because he's promoting harm to this particular community, when gangster rappers on the United States saying, I will shoot you, I will delete you, I will do this and I will do that, shouldn't by the same metric they be banned because they are promoting harmful rhetoric towards a certain group of people? Septic and then Fantastic.
Well, and I'll say this, I don't agree with the banning of freedom of speech other than like what would be considered a threat. What's interesting of what you're saying, Fatty, is that even with that, what you would call artistic, I guess, music, right, that's being played. Overall, when you look at mass shootings here in America, they're done by white men. And you would think that, I mean, if you listen to rock, it's a pretty, the genre is not my style, but there are these genres of rock. Well, they'll go and they'll do this mosh pit and they will literally punch each other in the face. Mm-hmm. So interestingly, if you want to say that it's a cultural thing, if you want to attribute the fact that there's violence and it's cultural, I would say that then what you would call, I don't even know what white culture is promoting violence. Because the majority, if you go back to, I want to say as back as 1980s. From 1980s to 2026, the majority of mass shootings have been done by white males.
So I have to correct you because they don't consider gang violence mass shootings. If you actually would put gang violence, which is, I think mass shooting is 4 people, right?
No,
4 people.
That's not true. That's not true. When you talk about statistics,
you're wrong. Skeptic.
What is a
no? I have the studies I can show you. So what happens?
One second. Just let's talk.
I've actually
culture.
Friends, it's fine. We have time, right? So I'm going to say what I think, and then you're going to correct me, okay? Okay. So I think a mass shooting on the United States by law is considered 4 or more casualties. 3 or more, okay?
And
3 or more.
About shot. Three
yes.
or more people shot, and that's where.
Okay, let him make his point, so then we can.
Yes, and I think that gang violence don't include is not included on the stat for mass shootings. Meaning, if somebody does a drive-by and 5 people die, they put it on the gang violence, not on the mass shooting, because mass shooting for the most part is qualified as indiscriminate. There's no reason. People just come in and they move along. So you can correct me. I might be wrong. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah, so statistically speaking, when you look at FBI data and what they have released, they actually do consider that mass shooting. Here in where I live at, they had, during Mardi Gras, they had what they called a mass shooting. And it was done by a person of color. So once a person has been unalived, I want to say it's more than 3 people are unalived, they consider that a mass shooting. They don't attribute that to gang violence. So when you look at the statistics, and if you go pay attention to the way that they give you these stats here in America, they go all the way back to, I want to say it was 1920s. And so from 1920s until 2026, the numbers are skewed. And so it tells you that, gang violence would be the majority. The reason why I specified with you what year I'm going by is because I'm going from 100 years back or 60 years back. The majority of people that have done mass shooting, including gang violence, are white men.
Anyone want to rebuttal what she said?
Okay. Yeah, so I guess if she catches it up like that prior to FBI statistics and speculating, I guess, and so on and so forth, I guess you have it right. But if you're going by the definition that the FBI stand, and it's not just people that are killed and shot, right? So that's where the argument comes as to how and where it's identified and where it's classified, gang violence versus mass shootings, depending, right? Because you don't have to die in order for it to be a mass shooting. It just have to be literally people shot. Outside of that, of course, man, it's always going to be things that shouldn't be said and whatever. There is no absolute free speech. The difference you're saying though, Fatty, I don't remember last time 50 Cent said anything about shooting anybody, right? But everybody gets to hide behind, especially as an artist or music or whatever, saying that it's artistic expression or whatnot. Because if it's meant to be that for real, that's provoking speech, or those are terroristic threats of violence, and that's actually another thing that's not allowed, under the law. So yeah. Whoever's next, because Fatty's not up right now. So somebody else say something. It's a broadcast.
Hey, guys, can y'all clarify something for me? I'm not up on the latest statistics, but Fantastic and Skeptic, when they updated the the numbers, they would also have to include like Hell's Angel shootings now, right? They'd have to include everybody's shootings in that. And then I wonder, just so you guys can clarify, what statistic of that with white specifically is more like white Hispanic, or do they even care about that difference?
Oh, they differentiate between non-white Hispanic or not non-Hispanic white, and then what they would consider a European white, right? So when you look at the statistics, and again, I go by the year of it, I actually have done deep dives into this, and also the violence, whether or not there's more violence on the right or the left, because there's a new stat, and also this is done by the government. It's not done by like a university or like a nonprofit that looks into this. The right tends to be more violent and have more violent outbursts than the left. And it's kind of like a misconstrued thing where when you look at the media over cover, they do a lot of coverage on like protests and the fact that they're violent protests. But what they don't cover is whenever you have these radical right-wing cults or like little factions of people, and how they go and do destructive things or go and break into people's houses or unalive people that don't agree with them because of politics. And so we have this idea of what the media presents to us, but the statistics don't necessarily follow what the media gives us.
Yeah, the media has
your
literally
stats that you're talking about there. What does it include the BLM riots on? Is that left-wing violence or right-wing violence?
BLM would be on the left. Ideologically,
So that's included in your stats?
Yes, it is included in my
sure
stats. And
about that?
ideologically speaking, yes, I'm sure about that. I can actually
that'd be
probably go
impossible.
get my laptop
That'd be-
and show you this.
That
Yeah, I
literally be
doubt it,
impossible
because
then,
every
though.
stat I've ever looked at, none of them consider those riots anything to do with political violence.
And
So
There
I'd
is-
like to see
it will
these
literally
stats you're
make it-
referring to.
I
it will
definitely
make it
can show them
almost
to you.
impossible to support. It will make it almost impossible to support your point with it being so recent and so much damage that was caused from it.
BLM
Yeah,
happened
people
in BLM happened during George Floyd. How long ago was that?
yes,
Do you
it's
know what
only
year that
Look how
was?
many months
That's-
it
that's-
lasted.
For a whole
Just
year,
cities
for damn
being
near
burnt
for half a
down.
year. And hundreds of thousands of people. Hold on, wait. So hundreds of thousands of people, billions of dollars of damage. What are you saying? That makes no sense.
I'm telling you that the government conducted a study and they went and
Okay,
looked at
well,
all the
okay, so
case.
then
Hold
again-
on. Let me finish my point and then you can rebuttal. The government, not this independent. Let me finish. If you'll let me make my point, then you can rebuttal it. If you don't even listen to me, you don't know what you're rebuttaling. I'm telling you that the U.S. government and a .gov has an archived study in which they went and looked at all the outbursts of violence, whether they were extreme right-winged or extreme left-wing. And it turns out that the extreme right has more outbursts of violence than the extreme left.
Respectfully, you're repeating yourself at this time. Thank God. Look at God. So look at God, bro. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the fucking study that she got done was from the fucking Biden era and didn't include to Speakeasy's first fucking congratulations, great point. wasn't included in the fucking data that was collected. Okay, no fucking way, bro. You had hundreds of thousands of participants. You literally burnt down half the fucking country. The most fucking violence and the most damage done in the country by far on note, not to be fucking questioned. So I don't trust this shit. She clearly has
just a quick fact check. Fantastic. That study was done by the FBI under Christopher Wray, a Donald Trump appointee.
When?
That study dropped, it started in.
Can you just link it in the back for us?
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing right now. I'm at the FBI.gov website. It dropped in. They started the study in 2018. They was taking all these information.
2018. That would have been what?
Look, all I'm saying is you said it was. You tried to say it wasn't it was a government. It was the FBI, and it was under Christopher Wray. That's all.
That's not what he said. He's saying they don't include things like the BLM riots. They'll call that Bolter shooter a right-wing violence guy when he wasn't a right-wing violence. Like so those studies are completely biased. I want to see this one if it actually includes the BLM riots. If you could link it to me in the back.
Yeah.
None of them do, and that's 11 months. 11 months of cities just being destroyed, burnt down, people being shot. Do they include all that?
All I did was
that's really violent.
Speak easy. I was just asking questions and citing the study. That's all I did.
So
okay, I don't know why people act like
the
government isn't a political organization as well. Like it's not got political leanings and biases.
Now, speak easy. Yeah. For powder dusty.
Like we said. So just it couldn't include it.
How people like to make the distinct or to like to make the difference between the government and the NGO. Oh, it's just some crackpot. Well, it's like, well,
but I never said that.
It's funded by our taxpayers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the problem, Tarus, and we're looking at the date of it is dated April 29th, 2021. So it's highly unlikely.
It was released. That's when the study was released. Fantastic. Okay. That's not when the study was started.
It started in 2018. It started in 2018 and was released in 2021, bro.
Yeah, in 2018, who was president?
Trump.
And who was the director of the FBI?
The same guy, maybe.
Ray.
Okay, so once he gets fucking taken over by fucking Biden, what are you saying?
Bro, this study got released April 29th. You're telling me he changed it up that quick from January when he was
my bad.
January 2021.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Hold up. Not even that. Remember, this is the same FBI that was fucking working against Trump, bro. This is documented. Yes, motherfucker. Yes, bro. Yes. Saying my name is not gonna change anything. This is documented.
Well, I'm not, dude. I'm just what? No, you're not arguing with Speak Easy right now. I'm just speaking facts, bro.
The FBI was fucking found to be
man. I'm you gonna go to sleep thinking about me, my boy. You're gonna go to sleep thinking about me. I'm rent free in that little bald head of yours, my guy.
Yeah, I promise
you. Yeah. Look, check this out. I got lots of hair too. Is that what it is? It's my hair. Isn't that what bothers you?
He just used you as an example of a lol cow. That's not a W.
But yeah, man. Like I said,
who are you talking to, Dusty?
I
told you already. White knighting, Dusty, is not gonna make these black folk like you. They don't like you, bro.
Go ahead, Tarus and Mr. Fantastic.
Nah, Tarus, that's all I was saying, bro. The FBI was confirmed, bro, to be undermining Trump and so on and so forth, man. And working to help fucking get him convicted and all this other shit and so on and so forth. That's the same people that were giving things. I forget what the statements were, remember? And they would come to find after the investigation.
With the Russian collusion hoax and all that shit.
Too. Yeah, all that shit. The same FBI, man. So that's all I'm saying, bro.
Hey,
I understand. Yeah.
Quick question. Can y'all who said one question?
Where y'all get this information from about everything y'all saying? Fantastic. Where can we look to support everything y'all saying?
About the FBI collusion point?
About the crime being attributable to BLM riots.
Well, what do you mean?
Where can we look for that?
So what we're referring to is if you go look at all these studies, they don't include the BLM
I'm saying specifically. Tell us. You said what?
So the studies don't include the BLM riots, and what we're saying is that's clearly a left ideology. You don't want the answer; you just want to talk at people. Go ahead.
I'm saying, how are we able to?
Is it okay if I put the link so that the audience, the chat can see it too?
How are we able to quantify it enough to make the statements in this conversation?
Because you look at all the studies and they aren't there. That was the claim made. The BLM riots are not included in the studies. And we're saying that the BLM is clearly a left ideology, unless your dispute is that it's not.
Fantastic is the one that made the statement. So
Yeah.
I'm not
So
talking.
did I earlier.
Yeah, Sean. So the thing is, Sean, even in
Damn,
the study
bro.
even in the study that we were giving here in 2020, FBI assessed greatest terrorism through threat United States, small cells, They don't even mention it, and they're saying pretty much the study ended in 2020. So it's going to be extremely difficult to start a study 2 years prior, right, and deliver it 2.5 years later. And in the study, if that to Ruth's link, there's no mentioning of BLM. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, look, I understand that, right? My bad. Okay,
go
I
ahead.
understand that. What I'm saying is, how do we then quantify the extent to which it was the worst whatever in history? How do we quantify that?
Okay. Yeah, so that work was actually done through independent research by a lot of people because it was being hidden. It was being fucking purposely what do you call it, suppressed, right? So the insurance filing damage and all of that stuff, and then the actual cities that were targeted, the main cities that were there. You looked at the damages and things that were occurred there, the crime rates that went up while during the occurrences and things like that. So you don't have an official you don't have any official data yet in the same style study that's been done post BLM riots is what we're saying. So and the girl that was here earlier, clearly, I guess she's, left wing or whatnot, what have you. So that's the first thing they go out and they tell you, oh, these cells of whatever, when again, clearly it's not the media just targeting only the left wing extremists that's out here fucking doing police protests and stabbing cops in the neck, literally, right? Attacking policemen and citizens, right? But that's just the reality of it. You don't have to go try and find it or see it.
I think that's the problem, right? I think to your point, yeah, it probably doesn't include it because there's no way to really quantify it. We can't, right? So say for instance, right? Like, so say if you go to ChatGPT, right? And I just did it just for shits and giggles. What are the crime statistics during BLM riots? Only use credible government sources. There's no way to attribute it. Now it'll literally say that there's no way to calculate that because there's crime in general. We know that there's no way to attribute this crime to these things. How do you parse the crime versus the BLM crime? You can't parse it. It's impossible to do. All you can do is make an inference. And now this is where I agree with you in a weird way. Depending on who is doing the study, that's how the study's gonna lean, left or right. Somebody's going down there and somebody's gonna play it up.
Can y'all answer to the question that I asked y'all? Is it hypocritical to ban Kanye for making music targeting Jewish people, but they are not doing the same thing with rappers or people that are doing music targeting black people and all that? Is that hypocritical or not?
Yeah, obviously, but you can't say nothing about people from Israel, bro. They control everything. They made fucking LeBron apologize in less than 24 hours. Everybody bends the knee to the quote unquote small hats. So it may be hypocritical, but it's just the way it is. That's the only people you can't speak of negatively on the fucking planet for real.
No.
You agree, Kamal?
But let's be clear, Kanye went out of his way to piss everybody off. I mean, for God's sakes, he was selling swastika t-shirts on his website, guys. Like, this man was going out of his way to get banned by people. We have to acknowledge specifically Kanye, it's problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Kamal, you agree?
Look, I say it like this. If nigga was a stock of saying shit on social media, it'd be up 3,000%. At this point, only thing I don't fuck with is talking about the kids. People gonna say what they gonna say no matter what. You feel me? Now, is it hypocritical? Yes, it is, but we know who run what. So that's my stance on everything.
What about you,
about no kids? That's the only thing.
What about you, Fluff State? Do you think that they're being hypocritical, or you think is not the equivalent situation?
It's hypocritical. But I'd rather see, instead of more censorship and more banning, I'd rather see less of it. So I'd rather open everybody up to criticism than increase more censorship.
Speak easy.
I mean, I guess you could call it hypocritical, yeah, but like I don't think it's a negative thing, right? To be hypocritical.
We know.
Okay, fruitcake.
I'm not the one wearing mascara. You need to get better mascara, man.
Mascara, bro. Holy, bro.
We saw when you zoomed in and you rubbing that mascara eyes.
Clearly, you paying mad close attention to my eyes.
Get better mascara, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey, Sean, what is your opinion about? Is it hypocritical or no? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this.
good.
I'm on my phone.
Hey, Fatty, you said in history though, man. It's the first time I've ever seen two white men fight in front of black folks.
He's not white. He's not white. Ask him.
Yeah, it's very hypocritical.
The guy thinks like it's a diss or something. Is that a diss?
Friends, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted.
Let me ask you, Dusty, is it hypocritical for you to tell people not to smoke even though you smoke cigarettes? Is that a bad thing?
I'm not telling anybody anything about smoking.
I'm asking you though, if you were to say to like maybe a young man growing up and he said, I think I'm going to start smoking. Do you think it would be bad for you to tell him no, even though you smoke?
But how you going to interrupt my answer?
Sean, can you just relax for 1 second and let me ask the question?
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead, Sean.
Anyway, so yeah, it's
Dude,
very
it's so emotional, bro.
Weirdos
Did you change your tampon while you were gone?
Weirdos like Mr. Mascara, man. You got it.
Okay, Mr. Mascara. Listen, you're just jealous because my eyelashes are nicer than yours, bro. That's all you jealous about. You're just jealous I look good, dog. It's okay.
Friends. What? I appreciate y'all.
Listen, Fatty.
No.
If you're gonna A-friend me every time I shoot back, you better A-friend them when they shoot at me, dog. That's crazy. This is what you've done every time now. This whole time you didn't stop nothing. So when they shoot at me, I'm shooting back. If you don't like that, I can leave, bro. But like,
I'm actually going to end the show. I'm going to do something. I'm actually going to end the show. If you let me do something, I will do something. I'm not going to attack Speakeasy because it's his birthday. I'm going to end the show right now. So I appreciate y'all. I'll talk with y'all in private. Okay. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you very much. I'll wrap it up and I'll go read the super chat and do my monologue. Okay, I'm trying to be mature. See, Fantastic is smirking because I'm trying to do better. I really am. I'm trying to get my watch hours so I can do my political shit. I really try to do better. So instead of letting y'all go and have a Royal Rumble over here, like I don't think y'all understand the amount of eyes that are on my channel right now. And it's for dick and pussy conversations. If I introduce the racial and the back and forth, and this is going to go to a place where I think a lot of us is going to be happy because it's going to be money in the beginning, but we're going to regret it later. So for now, okay, ceasefire. I'll end the show. I appreciate you, Sean. Thank you very much, Dusty, Taruz, Kamal, Speakeasy, and Mr. Fantastic.
Hey, Patty.
And then we'll go from there.
You gotta have me on the show again when you do a full show. Every time I'm on the show, it get cut short, bro.
Hey, come on. I'm really trying, my man. Speakeasy, happy birthday, man. I appreciate you, fellas. I'll see you later.
Later, dog.
I couldn't even send nobody to the white channel. I have 332 people. I was like, yeah, well, let's go to the white channel. Are we? I don't think so. I don't think so. That channel needs to be squeaky clean. I can do it. But I appreciate it. It was entertaining. I'll leave it up for y'all for 1 or 2 days for y'all to do what you need to do. But this... there's a lot of things going on. Shout out to my boy Matreon for the 5 untouchable memberships. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much for all the support in the gang. Thank you. Black Dawn, the instigator, says, I want the Shadow Realm option. There's no need to. They're already and we kind of shit on it on the beginning of the show. I said, hey, guys, hey, guys, can we not do that today? Oh, sure. Of course. We good. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. Oh, Black Dawn, I want the Shadow Realm option. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. We have Drawbeans, fantastic. We got the flight for you handled that. Man. Jesus Christ. Nobody fighting. See, I could say, oh, I'll organize the fight. Nino, if you can go live right now, please do it. If you don't, it is what it is, man. Like I said, friends, I am pro profit, but I'm not trying to get profit at all costs. Okay. I'm pro profit. I'm just don't worry, Kamal. I'll close it out. I'm close it out. Yes, I'll take it off. Don't worry about it. But I'm not trying to do it at all costs. And I think I prove it. I think I proved it before, but people kind of don't believe me because I am not afraid of the messy thing. I'm trying. I'm trying. Right, Moo Entertainment saying you got to be tripping, thinking all the folk under Trump were with him. Ray and Comey changed faces. None of them liked him, not Bill Barr. Oh, and even JD Vance didn't like him too. Black Dawn saying, did the man brag about his eyelashes? That's crazy. And the co-sponsor of the show, my boy Carl Anderson, with the 5 untouchable minutes. Whoa. Friend, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you. Carl, thank you so much for the PayPal, man. I appreciate you, my brother. And Jeremy with the $50. Jeremy is the voice of reason, man. When we have Jeremy on the show, we never probably have to invite Jeremy back. Okay, friends. I'm waiting for Nino. I don't know if Nino probably thought this was going to be a little bit later. So wait, go to Nino's show once we're done. If you guys want to go to Discord, the Patreon is in the chat. Okay, the Patreon is in the chat. Join Discord via Patreon. And no, I'm trying. I'm really trying. I really am. Tomorrow, the super panel with Ugly Money. We're going to talk about the Offset situation. And then on Saturday, Ilkan Ali versus King Nini. Saturday, SmackDown. I see you on the other side, friends. I'm sorry for not giving you a longer show. This is supposed to be 3 hours, but I don't want this to escalate. I know where this is going, so I'll leave it alone. Team Fatty leaves you with the song. You can download it on Patreon. I'm signing out. Peace.
Wake up, Fatty! Whoa. Hey. Yeah, the empire's untouchable, or so the papers claim. They ban the prophet at the border, try to erase the name. Wireless signals cutting out. The sponsors flee the scene, but you can't cancel a vision from a digital machine. From the London streets to the palace gates, they try to lock the door. But the more you bury the voice, the more the people want the war. We're breaking ground in the arena tonight, between the vibranium and the northern light. The warriors and the citizens, we're standing toe to toe, shattering the echo chamber, watching the status quo go, go, go. The diplomat is pacing, got the world inside his grip. He's got a deadline for the ages, let the ultimatum slip. He says the civilization dies tonight at the stroke of 8. Is it a masterclass in chaos or a brush with final fade? Wake up, fatty! The snooze button is charred and broke. Oh, the world is breathing fire while you're staring at the smoke. We seek the glory in the fight. We seek the glory in the fight. Oh, we keep the tradition in the light. Digging through the lies. One layer at a time. The untouchable empire is committing the final crime. p.m. Well, the ground is already gone.
All the comments would be fatty McFat, fat, fatty, 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 fat, fat. Oh, look how fat he is, right? Look at that fatty. You know, haha, big fun, stupid fatty. I bet he can't go up the stairs. And